Hello there.
Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to the end of everything. I'll try not to be quite so pessimistic, but it isn't looking good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure. Oh, my chat's in the wrong place. I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this. I think we might be, there's a very good chance that we're gonna lose low Earth orbit today. I just can't see us winning this fight. We're gonna try it again. Do YouTube set latency in the stream to 20 seconds by default? I think, it's a thing I keep meaning to fix, Tachyon. I keep using a preset for this stream. The preset, needs to have the delay changed. I just need to remember to update the preset. I just haven't done it. But yes, there is a 20-second delay, which I don't have on my other streams, but I do on this stream, which is dumb. So I need to fix that. That's a good point. So, the situation right now is, when we unpause the game, we are going to be... An alien fleet is going to come and attack Station. It hasn't launched yet, because I've rolled back to the save before that happens, the one we used at the end of the last stream. I'm going to have one more attempt at defending the station with what we've got, but we're not going to be able to do it. Once that happens...
Thermal signature detected.
Indeed, thermal signature detected. So once that happens, what's going to happen after that is that alien fleet is then going to go and basically destroy every other station that we have in Earth orbit. Completely wiping us out of low Earth orbit. Now, that isn't the end of the road for us, but it does mean we won't have an orbital presence in the Earth lunosphere anymore. We will still have a presence in Mercury space, in Venus space, and out... Where's Mars? I can't see Mars here. They're out in Mars territory. So what we're probably going to have to do is we're probably going to have to fortify at Mars. Make sure that our shipyard there is as well protected as possible, because that's where we're going to have to build our fleet that will then move out to take Jupiter. And the aliens currently hold Jupiter, so that will make life quite tricky for us. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Our first step is an attempt to defend Earth. Now, if we do lose Earth orbit, what will happen is we will start... Yes, I can start flinging mines. What will happen is we will start to... Well, two things will happen. Once all of our stations are destroyed, we no longer have a defense fleet in Earth orbit. The aliens will establish orbital superiority, and they will start to bombard any of our unprotected armies that are on Earth. Now, one thing that we are doing is we are building... No, looks like this is the old version of the save, so let's fix that now. We are prioritizing space defenses in all of our territories. Okay? Space defenses are essential right now. We need them everywhere. I'm going to have to go through all of my territories to confirm that they all have space defenses on max. Might take me a couple of seconds to do that. No space defenses. Oh, they've got space defenses at 2. Let's put them up to 3. That's Russia. Australia definitely needs space defenses. Sadly, countries don't do anything quickly, that is correct. But we'll go as fast as we can. That will protect our people, and especially our armies and our territories in these countries from being bombarded. Now, the only place that isn't building space defenses is Singapore, because it has already built space defenses. I'm going to do that, mishaps, if we lose the station. For now, we're not going to change anything. We're going to like go for it, but we're not going to go for it until we lose the station. Let me just quickly check and make sure that everybody has... is there even a way to check from here? So Republic of the Southern Cross, Caliphate, China, India, Iran, Japan, Central... Does Iran have... did I set it in Iran? Yes, I did. Caliphate, Central Asian Union. Yeah, okay. So everywhere has space defenses set. That's really important. So, the other thing that will happen... So space defenses should help with that. The other thing that will happen is the aliens will be able to land armies on Earth unmolested, which means that we will no longer be able... no, there's not enough pop on Mars. We're going to have to... If we want to get enough pop on Mars to get research... I'll get to that in a second, Hayden. Let me finish what I'm talking about right now. So, the aliens will start to land armies on Earth, and we will go from being the greatest military power on Earth to the second greatest when those alien armies arrive. And what we're probably going to have to do is just hold our territory, because we need the resources our territories give us, specifically the mission control, for as long as we can. Now, in terms of Mars, research modules in this game only give extra bonuses if the territory that they are in orbit of, or nearby, has enough population. Mars currently has a population of 16,935 people. I believe for the research modules to work correctly, it either needs to be 100,000 or 50,000. It's one of those two numbers. I can't remember which one that's on top of my head, but 16,000 isn't enough. Mercury has a population of 8,000, and Venus has a population of 2,000. So Earth is obviously the only place where there's really a significant amount of humans at the moment, and we can't move our research out to there. So that is the third ramification of losing Earth orbit, is our research is going to tank. It is going to absolutely plummet, and we're going to have to try and supplement that by building research stations elsewhere that just provide research. We will still get a decent amount of research from Earth, so we'll get 60 from nations. Actually, we're getting most of our research from nations at the moment. We're getting 9 from Habs, which is like something, I guess. Unfortunately, you can see we were missing bonuses to some categories. I can't actually put my mouse over them. We're missing bonuses to some of these categories, like military science and information science. That was all going to be fixed by the stations that are under construction at the moment, but those stations will probably never get a chance to finish construction. Alright, let's get ready for this. So the first thing to do is just prepare this turn. So we'll get Human to defend China, which is currently undefended. No, it is currently defended, so this is an out-of-date message. Let's just clear all of these. And let's just have a quick look at the state of our nations. Okay, so everywhere is defended. That's great. All of our locations... Excuse me, that's a big go. All of our locations are actually pretty much liking us as well. Even Singapore likes us for once. We don't really have any unrest to worry about apart from Russia and India. So what I want to do is do a little bit of suppression in Russia and India. Stabilization.
Ready for orders.
You were trying to track down aliens last term. I don't think there were any left. I think we managed to expose one and it got destroyed. You build research universities on Luna where it'll be better protected by service LDAs compared to orbital. I unfortunately don't
restore peace to this nation.
Ready for my
really
mission.
anything on Luna, but that is in the system. That's a really good point, Salty. We could take a Luna. I think there's a free Luna base. So that's something to look at in a minute.
Ready for orders.
In terms of what Yoma can do, I don't think there's any tech at the moment on any of the bad guys. We can't steal anything. There's nothing really for her. What was that noise? Did anyone else hear like a toot there? Am I going insane? Did I hear a toot? Anyway, I think Voice of the Void is getting to me, honestly. Yeah, there's nothing really here to go after, but we were also going after... so, the problem with... There was a ping. Okay, it wasn't just me, there was a ping. What was that? Hey, Scott Fox, by the way. Oh, so I haven't said a hello to everybody. I should do that. I just jumped into things. So, hey, Missaps. Hey, Hayden. Hey, Craig West. Hey, Tachyon. Good to see you all. Hey to Salty as well, and Scott Fox and Demonicus. So the one downside with using Mars is it hasn't got the population that we really want. That's the main downside to that. So you are owned by 1% for you. There's Revetti Energy, which is 1% mining. Hey Druid, thank you for tuning in. For me, these resources, all the 1% I could maybe grab. Diamond Minerals is at 2%, but it's owned by an ally. Delphinus Minerals at 2%. We could grab that. Let's grab that. That's an easy pickup. I think I've grabbed that like 4 times. Alright, Blonde needs a mission.
Ready.
What could Blonde do? I think we'll just do public opinion in... what was the place that liked us least right now? Singapore. We'll do public opinion in Singapore just to try and keep them under control.
I
And
will
then
try to sway the
Hard
public.
Python will do his usual of just surveying. But I want him to do a surveil in here, see if there's anything going on in here.
Surveilling target
Okay.
area.
Let's confirm assignments. Now, we do have ships under construction in Station. I'm going to leave them under construction until we actually lose the station. Just in case a miracle happens and we manage to save them. Now, I do currently have an idle slot here. I'm not sure if that ship we built last time made it into this save. No, it doesn't look like it did. The Banhammer, Typhoon. It doesn't look like that little ship we made. Let me just... I'm actually just going to clear off some of these designs as obsolete. So the Fusilier and the Balkan are fine. The more missiles. The Typhoon class 4 is fine. The Fusilier block 3, so we get rid of the Fusilier. It's marked as obsolete. Banhammer block 2 can go. The Hot one we decided was useless, so I'm going to get rid of that. We did get it out though. You could start 6-1 per shipyard. Yeah, we'd have to redesign it, and we also need to rethink its weapons. So it was it a gunship? No, it was an escort because it had the 2 slots. We were running on it. No, I don't want to show obsolete on it. We were running the Vazimir on it. We were running a molten core. I think it was the gas core fission reactor, the quantum battery, obviously, the tin droplet. Armor was adamantium armor, and we were running a lot of it. We're pretty much going to like max. Why is max set to 0? Oh, because I haven't set any armor in there. Duh. Okay, we're running like 48, 20. I don't know, 10. That's probably too much. 5 engines. Now the weapons are where things got interesting because last time what we were doing was we were running one PD weapon and we were also running the Viper missiles. You can delete upside down from the list as well. I like to have them, Bob, just as like just because they're there in the list. I like to sort of see them. So I'm not going to take the Viper missile bay this time. The Vipers didn't really do very much. We could give it 2 light coal gun battery Mark IIs. They've got very, very small range. Hey Giorgio, how's it going? Thank you very much for tuning in and for checking out the videos. I really appreciate it. Armor is cheap, and there's not much reason to have good side and aft armor. So lasers are size 1 lasers are terrible, like really terrible. So the best laser we can put on this is a 60 centimeter ultraviolet arc laser battery. Okay, the 60 centimeter ultraviolet arc laser battery basically does nothing until you get to about 50 kilometers. It's a battlecruiser fleet. You don't have the shell weight to make gauss weapons effective. Yeah. So the plasma doesn't fit on an escort. So the escort will take 34 days to build. If we want something that the plasma will fit on, I think we need a corvette. No, it won't fit on a corvette. A frigate. A frigate is the smallest ship that can take plasma. It can take a plasma battery Mark 1. But I don't know if we'll build it in time. A frigate? Yeah, a frigate's what I picked, yeah. I don't know if we have 45 days. I can't remember. The bonus with the frigate, though, is it does get a nose weapon. So we can put a light coal cannon Mark II on here, and that gives a bit of range. The gunship is an interesting option with just the coal cannon. That's not a terrible weapon. It has 600 kilometer range, and it pews pretty nicely. 22 days will definitely get 6 of these built in time. That's 6 coal guns. I'm willing to give it a try. I'm willing to give it a try. Okay, so we'll go Vazimir. We'll go gas core. No, it was molten core. No, I think it was gas core. Battery, radiator. We've got 1 utility slot here. 1 utility slot. I'm thinking targeting computer 3. That's post-plasmoid. Whoops. Thank you. I always think this is it just because it has a pretty picture. That's Vazimir. So we have 1 utility module slot. I'm thinking either targeting computer Mark III or repair bay. I think we're going to go for the repair bay. Because this is going to get shot on the front. And like once this gun goes, it's dead. Hey Feathers, how's it going? No hull weapons. We've got the nose weapon. Armor is obviously adamantium. We want 5 of these. We're going to go 48 armor at the front. We're going to go 30 armor in the middle. We're going to go 20 armor in the back, which is ridiculous. Can we get this up to 10 Delta V? easily. No cruise acceleration though. This is basically just a gun. We use the old design for it as well. Advanced hull. Okay. We use the advanced hull model. So it's just a floating gun. Let's get a name for the design of the ship. You can split 3 repair by 3 targeting computer. I could. I'm not going to bother, but I could. That's a very valid shout, Shinobu. The desperation class. Okay. This is like scrap what we've got building in the shipyard and build these now. It needs a roll. No, wait. Oh, God. I almost clicked on it. Oh, thought. Okay. Apparently, it's a patrol ship. Sure. It costs very little to build, which is great. It'll take 22 days to build. So let's. This is your tank in space. Yeah. Hey, Compot Boss. How's it going? So let's save the design. I don't care that it lacks Delta V. Let's go to ship construction. We're going to add compots, desperation classes to all of these. They're going to take 22 days. So I'm going to add all of these. And then I'm going to bump them to the top of the queue. I can't bump them to the top of the queue. We're going to have to cancel the battlecruisers. I'm going to do that. Let's see if we can get how many of these we can pump out before the aliens get here. Try and make things a little bit more on our side. Okay, I'm going to confirm assignments. We're going to unpause the game. And we're going to see if history repeats itself. Here comes the fleet. So this is Victor 496. Let me just check my fleets are all at station. Yeah, they are. Okay, I'm going to just quickly re-amalgamate them. Okay, we've got Black Friday delivery. Repair rate is more potent on bigger ships and more HP. It does, for sure. Space T-34. It's definitely the Space T-34. The fact that you can't tell me knock something low in the queue is silly, yeah. Okay, they've completed their transfer. We're going to slow time down a little bit. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get these ships built. I don't think we've got 22 days. Thank you, Tavian. I really appreciate it. You're uncommitted. This is a real-time strategy game set across the entire solar system where we are trying to stop an alien invasion that is currently working on subjugating Earth. We're basically playing the Illuminati, but there are 6 Illuminatis, and they all have different goals. And it goes down to a world-level stage where we control nations and we move armies around on the globe, all the way out to space battles in space. Right now, we are staring down the battle of an alien fleet that was planning on destroying our shipyard. What I'm noticing is they are not attacking our shipyard right now. Oh no, this is the fleet. If we go to aliens, this is the fleet that comes in as a scan. This isn't the fleet that comes to wipe us out. This is the surveillance fleet. So Victor 496 has just arrived. They're doing the Earth surveillance. We don't worry about that. It's Victor 415, I think, is going to do surveillance as well. I just realized that I removed a ship name from the list, but it was the new ship from the last stream that's been redacted from existence in this timeline. Oh yeah, sorry about that, whoever suggested that ship name. Curse timeline.
Initiating recon.
Oh, didn't mean to repause the game. So that fleet isn't here yet. The scary fleet isn't here yet. It hasn't even dispatched yet. He gets here so quickly. This is the other fleet. This fleet is here to do surveillance as well.
Assets acquired.
When they went past the Earth there, I was like, come back, you're drunk. So they're just here to do surveillance.
Sentiment is increasingly with us.
If we check here,
Things
2 fleets doing surveillance. Now, if
Things are stabilizing.
if they complete these missions, the aliens will tech up. But we're done if we ever come to some mega civilization that sees us as an anthill. Yeah, pretty much what's going on here. They are in almost complete control of the outer solar system. They have a massive base up here at Makamake. They're also all over Jupiter and Saturn right now. You can see that the inner asteroid belt is just a mess of bases. That's going to be fun to clean up at some point. Mostly they want to wipe us out because they nearly got wiped out by another species a long time ago, and they've decided they want to let any other nation, any other species get to that stage. Correct it. That's not us. That's not us. Okay, this is the fleet. Alien Fleet Victor 354 has launched on the trajectory to Earth. They will arrive on the 21st of July. Now, if we check our ship construction, 12 days remaining. It's tight on whether we're going to be able to pull this off. Anti-satellite test. The world watched with horror as Vietnam lit up the sky with anti-missile lasers and kinetic interceptors, introducing massive quantities of wreckage into low Earth orbit. China is expected to make a formal response any day now. Event unlocked, punitive sanctions. Triggers the following effect. Debris through the orbit increased by 5, so we're going back into Kessler Syndrome. Vietnam gains 0.3 to some tech level. Vietnam will invest considerably into space launch and space flight. The Protectorate suffers a massive loss of public opinion around the world. Grants a huge public opinion boost for the Protectorate in Vietnam. So the Protectorate are moving towards their endgame goal. That's fine for the moment. th of June, 21st of June, 22nd of June, 23rd of June. Servant fleet has arrived in Mercury orbit. I don't think that fleet does anything. We don't care about the servants right now. Okay, they're bombarding Port Moresby again. I am going to lay down 3 days left on all these. I'm going to lay down a second on all these. I don't know if we're going to get them out, but we'll try them. They're cheap enough that we can just spam them. Get ready to name a lot of ships. We could also refuel Black Friday delivery, but I don't think we really need to at this point. I'm just getting the naming list open because it's about to pop off in ship naming territory. And my favorite thing is making sure that, oh no, don't update my workspace. I don't want a tutorial. Okay, our first Desperation class gunship has been launched. Let's just get through the spam because there's going to be a bunch of them here. I'm going to slow down the game. Okay, only one of them got launched to start with. The dog has decided to get up even though she was fast asleep. So she's about to interrupt the stream. I'm just waiting for the naming list to start up. Okay, I want a ship name. Echo 178 is the new ship. And it is going to be called Infirm Inert. Which is a pretty fitting name for what this thing is. It's just a gun. It's a flying gun. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't even protect itself from point defense. It just shoots gun. Are you okay, puppy? Are you going to go back to bed? Or are you just going to wander around the room and make clicky-clack noises? She's just sniffing around right now, but she might bark to go out in a second. Alright, let's see what the rest of the ships get called. Hey, Toasted, how's it going? Good to see you. Port Moresby. I have recreated a few weird things in this game. But Port Moresby is part of the Republic of the Southern Cross, which is New Zealand, Australia, and this amount of the Pacific Islands. I'll get the rest of them. They're currently fighting the 1st Marine Corps Division, and they're doing okay, but they're being bombarded by aliens at the same time. What do you think the meter stick armor slams are for? Why are you eating from an empty bulldog? Okay, she just wants to go out of the room. I'm just going to open the door for her, and hopefully she goes to her other bed. Give me 1 second. Are you going back to sleep, or are you going to be rest? Okay, she's gone to her bed. So I think she just got fed up with me talking. Super Australia, indeed. Yes, and then we also have, of course, the Caliphate, which is all one country that we've created. They're allied with Iran, and the Central Asian Union, and China, and India are all one big alliance with Australia, Japan, and Singapore. That's all the territory that I control on Earth. Okay, we were getting ready to name things. So the Infirm Inert, if I select this fleet again, it needs to merge with Black Friday delivery. This thing has a combat value of 24. This is the same Exodus campaign that I started over a year ago. It's been going for almost a year and a half, this campaign. Okay, that's our first ship out. We should get a bunch more appearing over the next couple of days. So that campaign started in 2024, I think, is when this game starts. We're now in 2045, so the war has been going for 20 years at this point. So let's have some tea. Okay, we got another turn. So it looks like we need to defend Japan. So we're going to start with that. We'll get our agents to do that. So Human, our agent, is going to defend Japan. Shoot 4. Where's Jebediah and Elliot Danger? Oh, Jebediah is right here. Elliot, I've got some bad news. Where are the new ships? I thought they'd finished yesterday. Let me check what's going on with the ship's mishap. Just get me set up this defend interest.
Securing our interests.
So the other ships,
I'm here.
they're all sitting on 0 days remaining. So they're gonna pop as soon as I unpause the game. Means I probably won't get the second round. Yeah. Okay, what else do we need to do right now? Let's have a look at the state of the nation. Hang on, click here and then click here. So Singapore and China still need a little bit of pushing. Russia and India need a little bit as well. So we'll get Jebediah to put down unrest in Russia.
We'll turn down the heat.
We'll get
Your
Yoma
orders.
to put down unrest in
Standing
India.
by for orders.
We'll get Blonde
Standing by.
to push
Ready for my mission.
I want Blonde,
Where do you
please,
need
thank
me?
to public campaign in Singapore.
I will tell our story.
And then Hard Python didn't
Standing
find
by
anything
for orders.
here. So let's see what's going up in Russia. Not really. The aliens really do out-tech us. I'm just gonna close the door 1 second. So the aliens really do out-tech us. Their lasers are extremely effective, which basically, because they're instant hit weapons, they kind of that was my table as I leaned against it. They kind of invalidate the whole bonus that that going fast gives. So we're mostly using like a solid wall of ballistics tactics. All right, I think everyone's good to go. I'm not going to worry about leveling up or anything until this current situation is dealt with. I love seeing all the jets fly around the world when all the assignments are due. Okay, let's unpause again. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of ships to name here. I'm going to make them all join Black Friday delivery as they come out. Okay, pause. Now I need to name all those ships that just got made. So they're all in Black Friday delivery. This name, by the way, thank you whoever did that. So these are the Desperation class here. So first we've got the Quran. It's going to be renamed to... So these names all come from the community. This ship, oh, what a name to give this ship. This ship is called What Does This Button Do? Question mark. It fires the light call cannon. That's what that button does. Okay, next up we've got the Sunbird, which is going to be renamed to... Wow. What are the chances? We've got so many names in the ship list. Like the fact that the Sunbird is being renamed to the Sun Rays is, I don't even want to, like, that's weirdly just a very weird coincidence. The Kingfisher is being renamed to the Eventide, which is a nice name. What's next? We've got the Thunderbird is being renamed to the 100 Blade School. That feels like an anime reference that I don't get. Save name. And the final one of these that we managed to build for now, the Swift is being renamed to the Xion. We got lots of short names for all of these ships, which is interesting as well. Alright, they are now in Black Friday delivery, which has put our combat scope to 1.6k. Community names, Tulia Chair, the Florida Man. Okay, that alien fleet is inbound.
Making things safe for our people.
Please do, Terra. Maybe not ones that are as long as that one ship, though. Because I can't even say that thing's name because it's too long to see what it is. Alright, we should see the aliens vectoring in. I think certain individuals may have altered your position because you used a short ship name. I think you're right. Have they recent nights of soda? I'm thinking there are some new names to suggest. Yes, that's definitely got a good idea, Tavian. Oh, we've got a very sad song from... Oh, punitive sanctions. China is deeply concerned about Vietnam's recent provocative actions. Policymakers in China have suggested levying economic sanctions against Vietnam in order... Yes, we'll sanction good old Vietnam.
Violence is abating.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, that alien... There's the alien fleet there. Coming in on us. Sad music for the fall of Earth orbit, yeah. Okay, they're bombarding Port Moresby again. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, there's been lots of atrocities in this campaign already, Compo. Some of them even caused by us. There's been so much, like, I was just thinking about this the other day. There's been so much drama in this campaign. Do you remember when we took basically a rocket, filled it with Marines, and used it to take over every satellite in orbit around Earth because we missed getting into orbit? And then do you remember when we did the same thing on Mars? We sent a tiny little ship full of Marines and just hot dropped them down onto Mars and took over all the mines. The Protectorate really is. I agree with you. Ongoing combat in Port Moresby region is causing an enormous amount of civilian casualties and economic damage. Battlefield monitors have identified the 41st Regional Artillery Center, Nuclear Thunder, under our command as being responsible for the bulk of the casualties. This is placing unwelcome scrutiny on our actions. on actions being carried out in the name of Project Exodus and on our political supporters in the Republic of the Southern Cross. Will deny any... So, triggers the following: causes major damage to economy public support Mosby, causes significant loss of public opinion for Project Exodus in the Republic of the Southern Cross. A crackdown will occur on the Army's associated control point for 12 months. Or we commit an atrocity. Screw it, we're committing an atrocity. How many days do we have until these ships are ready? 4 days. Oh, I think we're just going to miss out on this second batch. That's how long we've got to build these ships. Hooray, atrocity. I'm still in the game. Do Marines in space work the same as armies on Earth? No, Marines in space work very differently to armies on Earth. It's more of the Marines have a combat value, and if that combat value is greater than the combat value of the station they're trying to take over, then they have a higher chance of doing it, but it's still a dice roll. Okay, they've arrived in low Earth orbit. We still have 2 days remaining on construction of the ships. I know, we've been negative income on funds for a long time, Salty Frosty. I do actually have stations under construction to fix that problem. We're not going to be able to do anything about it because they're going to take out all of our stations. But when they take out our stations, we're not going to be spending as much money. So it's a win, it's a lose-lose. Can you colony drop the Earth on them? I wish we could. Alright. Let's unpause and they'll... What happened last time was they came for us and they wiped us out. Yep, okay, they're coming for Black Friday delivery. This is a huge fleet. If we just have a quick look at it, Victor 354. Victor 354 is a fleet of 24 ships. We're dealing with 2 battleships, 4 cruisers, 2 destroyers, and the rest don't really matter too much. But 2 battleships, 4 cruisers, 2 destroyers is quite a lot. We don't have the firepower. Hey, Hildebrand, it's not, Hildebrand. It's about to end. Now, we have until then. Not enough time. Here's the fight. It's happening now. 3.2k versus 4.5k. There's just so many aliens. Thanks, Davian. I appreciate that. That'll cheer me up after we lose low Earth orbit. Okay, I'm going to click engage. Actually, I'm going to click accept because they may not... The aliens chickened out. They didn't take the fight. I was not expecting that outcome. We didn't win, but we didn't fight either. What are they going to do next? Well, that's interesting. I want to put down a bunch of Chainsaw class battle cruisers. We're just gonna build. We're gonna build 6 of them, and I have the 2 days to get the gunships back out. This changes everything. Okay, back to Earth. The first thing we need to do is we need to get Human to defend the Republic of the Southern Cross because it's currently vulnerable.
Securing
now,
our control.
At the moment, there's no Americans attacking Port Mosby, but the army here is getting wrecked, and we're still quite far off getting space defenses built to protect them against bombardment. So I'm worried we're going to lose Port Mosby to the Americans soon. We still only have 1 army in Australia to defend Australia as well. So that's something we need to bear in mind of. All of our armies are stuck on the continent over here, and they can't get back to Australia because we're being blockaded by America. Let's just have a look at the other stuff that's going on. Deploy more. I'm trying to deploy more Australians. I'm sure these aliens are not paid actors. Look, I'm not going to complain. This notification did change everything. That was the aliens. That's the equivalent of like driving up to someone's door, or I don't know, like. I can't even think of a really good way of a good like example of two forces getting that close to fighting. If they do that, Toasted, that's gonna suck. But I don't think they will while I have the fleet. If they do that, we'll hold station for as long as we can, build up the fleet, and we can rebuild from there. That's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, so I didn't actually pay attention to what's going on in here. Singapore's down. We've got a little bit of unrest in India, but not really much. We've done a really good job of bringing that down. Is there anyone you need to identify? Anyone unknown with a low chance? Still no aliens on Earth that we can see. Let's get you to stabilize Russia.
We'll make things safe.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like,
At your
actually,
service.
we're just here to sightsee, and now we're leaving. Bye. Was basically what happened there. You can just continue public support in
We
Singapore.
must persuade the people.
Yoma Mo.
Acknowledged.
I don't really have a lot for you to do right now because there's nothing for you to steal, which is a problem. Let's do some surveilling in India.
Initiating
We'll
recon.
get Hard Python to surveil in America, which is currently owned by a whole ton of extremists in this
Initiating
universe.
surveillance.
Okay, it might be they did that to me to roll up rears if I went too hard. They go pop my station. That's probably what's going to happen. But if they do that, it gives us time to build more ships. So I'm quite happy to take that. Okay, we're definitely defending the Republic of the Southern Cross. It's confirmed for the turn. They're coming again. They're going to arrive at 7:30. It doesn't quite going to give me the 2 days I need to get those ships out.
Protecting our interests.
They're back. Do you think I could just keep clicking accept and they won't attack me? Maybe their orders. Maybe they got their orders confused or something. Let's see what happens if I click accept again. I think I found a bug. Oh no! Both fights are willing to fight. Prepare for combat. I have not found a bug. Okay, we're actually gonna have to fight it this time. I'm gonna lose this fight. I'm just gonna tell you now. I can't win this fight. This is not a winnable fight. What I do want though is something to pump me up for the fight. So first of all, we're gonna go with this track. Okay. There's the little gunships that are almost finished. They'll be like minutes away from completion right now. Yes, they came back and decided to fight us. If I auto-resolve, I have to accept the choice of the auto-resolve. Okay, so we're going to go obviously for a high wall formation. We want to make use of the battle stations on the station for as long as possible because they will support us with their terrible fire, but they have fire. So I think we're gonna deploy behind the hab like we did last time. So we're using the station as a shield for Australia. Let's go for the Republic. Look, it's even there in the background watching us. I think I want to slow drift forward. Let's go for 30 MPS. So we're actually moving this time. And my I can't set. Oh, I'm gonna hate that. It's gonna do 31. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, we have one battleship, the Incorporeal Reservoir. That's gonna go in the middle of the formation. Now, the big problem I think I'm going to put the gunships on the outside of the formation to attract as much fire away from everybody else as possible. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to we need to set all of our guns to defensive when that massive plume of torpedoes comes in, because they're going to torpedo the crap out of us. I want to build a wall of battle cruisers around our battleship. So you're not a battle cruiser. You're not a battle cruiser. You're not a battle cruiser, and you aren't a battle cruiser. So I have 6 battle cruisers around our battleship. Everything else here: Desperation class, Soul Block 2, Astarte class, Desperation class, Desperation class, Astarte class, Desperation, 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 and Hoplon. We have 1 Hoplon here. I thought I had 2. No, I've got 2. I've got the Iridescent as well. Where's the Iridescent? Let's bring the Hoplon in. Desperation, Astarte, Desperation, Expendable, Desperation. Where's the other Hoplon? Iridescent, it's here. Okay. So I've got 1 Hoplon. Mistake not my current state of joshing gentle peevish for the awesome and terrible mastery of the towering seas of ire that are themselves the promiscuous milk-toast shallows fringing my vast oceans of wrath. Yes, the Hoplons will play PD. No, they're going to play PD against the torpedoes. They're going to try. Okay, I think we've got our formation. Let's confirm and see how the aliens are deployed. Okay, the aliens are coming in staggered. They're coming in at a slice formation. They have put, thanks Tiva, they put their looks like they put their destroyers and cruisers at the front. Their battleships are right at the back. They'll be the last to hit us. It's this core in the middle that are going to really, really annoy us. I need to set up my control group, so give me a second to do that. It takes me a couple of seconds to click through everything. Control 1, I'm just sending you, I have a primary target of that battleship. It doesn't matter, because you'll shoot at other stuff as it comes in. All of my battle cruisers need to be in one control group. So that's control 2. We'll see what tilde intensifies. Yeah. Okay. The Soul Block 2s, I'm not going to do anything with them, because this is just a PD ship. It just runs. Actually, it's got 120cm ultraviolet, but they're all set to Guardian. It's designed to just shoot stuff down. Bloody thousands of them. The Astartes class are torpedo carriers. We're going to set them to control 3. They do have a job to do here if they survive long enough. The Hoplons are defensive ships. They're running Viper missiles, which I need to change from offensive to defensive. That's not defensive, that is. So they're now on defensive. I'm actually going to turn them off completely until the enemies start launching their torpedoes. Totally off. Then we've got the gunships. The gunships are really just here to get shot at, but they'll be control 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I don't have a control 4, so they're actually going to be control 4. Control 4. And I'm just going to give them a group target of the battleship for now. But their range is small. Like, oh, that's the conal range of their gun, right? So they can reach out to here. A head full in the gunships is actually not a bad idea. There you go. That's a head full. Because they're so slow. Okay. Anything else we need to do before this battle starts? Let's check the weapon modes for our battleship. So we've got Fire, Fire, Guardian. That's fine for the moment. The battle cruisers are currently all set. I want the battle cruisers on Guardian to start with. I know I could set this using the button. I'm just going through this manually, so I've like checked everything. You're on defensive. You are set to fire as soon as I give you a target. Okay, we can add Ned Kelly to the game list compot. So that there's a community name list that's maintained on my Discord. Menu-headed mishaps put together the program. Whenever we launch a ship, it pulls a random name from the list. That's what I name my ships after. So that's where all of these come from. Is community names. So we can add Ned Kelly. We can add the Eureka Stockade. Is there anything else we need to do? Are we good to go? I think I'm ready to unpause the game. What I need to do is remember to just continually giving the gunships an ahead full order. Because they're going to move very slowly to start with. Because these ships are all due to finish construction during this fight, by the way. Yeah. Sometimes they do forget, but that's fine. We're still very, very happy that Miss Apps gives us her time. Full speed ahead. It's going to take a little bit of time for these fleets to get into range of each other. The longest range weapons we have, the battleship has a pretty long range on its coal cannon. The battle cruisers have even longer ranges on their lasers, but they don't do a lot of damage out that far. I think the missiles have quite long ranges. What about the Astartes class? Yeah, the Vipers have the longest range, but they need to thread the needle of PD. This war is all about point defense. It's what it comes down to every time. The gunships are accelerating. This is an interesting track to have right now. This came on randomly. Oh my goodness, oh, it's actually a very great track. What's this from? Oh, this is BattleTech. Here we go. I'm keeping this right. We're going to speed up a little bit until combat is joined. For Terra, Australia, for China, for India, for no, not for Pakistan, they're not inverse. For Iran, for Kazakhstan, for the Caliphate. I hope it's anticipatory. Okay, we are in combat. The battle station has engaged the enemy with its coal cannon. These shots will never hit anything, but these are the first shots of the engagement. They're going for the Shining Dark Star. Oh, in the next update for the game, huge news. In the next update of the game, battle stations will have a mount for plasma weapons. So we'll get an extra gun. What's that shit? What's that over there? There's like a ship or something over there in the distance. Shots fired, indeed. Oh, I need to make sure that this group are accelerating. You can see that their point defense is going to shoot down all of these shots as they come in. They're not in, our fleet ships are not in range yet. This is just the battle stations that are firing. And they're now firing plasma at us. There's nothing we can do about that plasma. What we can do is we can intercept the shells that are coming at us right now. Dingo actual, we're taking fire. Not yet. Okay, let's just stop and think for a second, because what we have to do is we have to pay attention to these ships here that are doing stuff. So we've got one group is curving left and one group is racing down below us. So this is our first problematic group. This group is turning away, which is wild. So I'm going to get all of our battle cruisers, and what I did last time was I split them into two groups for this. I just remembered this. I split them into two groups. What is currently Group 3? Group 3 is currently our Astartes. No, it doesn't sound like they will. Torpedoes, we need to hold the torpedoes until they have fired their torpedoes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3 battle cruisers. I'm going to put them into Group 3. I'm going to put these 4 battle cruisers into Group 2. I'm going to take the Astartes, and I'm not going to put them into a group at the moment. So now I've got 2 groups of battle cruisers, Group 2 and Group 3. Matilda actual diverting to enemy LR file. This is pretty much the last stand up. This is why I'm taking this battle very seriously. What would we do about the plasma if we had time in the world to plan? Because I'm getting obliterated by plasma. Plasma is nasty. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You just need a lot of armor. I love how worthless battle stations are. They're bigger than a capital ship and they don't bother with engines or reactors or anything. They still can be able to have enough armor or useful PD. They're terrible. They're so terrible. Okay, so Group 2 is going to fire. I need to actually get this show on the road. This fight's been going on for a while already. They're going to fire at this ship here. Group 3 are going to fire at this ship here. I'm not going to padlock them yet, and I'm leaving them on Guardian. The purple lasers are our lasers. Here come, these are the torpedoes. The torpedoes are inbound, so we're going to leave everybody on Guardian mode. The torpedoes are coming in a lot earlier than they did last time. I'm not taking any weapon off Guardian until these are dealt with. Oh, but what I am going to do is we're going to get the Hoplons. I'm going to put them on defensive. So they're going to start firing their intercept missiles. Oh, if only. If we could get a Galactica, or even better, if we get the Pegasus to jump in. Yeah, I do have some blue lasers to go with the pink. They're the ultraviolets that are on the Soul Block 2s. We need to shoot down all of these torpedoes. You can see the intercept missiles being launched. Backwards. Make sure that Group 4 are still accelerating into top speed. I think we're intercepting all of these. I don't know what our intercept missiles are doing though. They're just doing nothing really. Okay, we got the whole first batch, which is really big. There's no more torpedoes. Oh, we lost one of the gunships. No, I don't think we did. I don't know what exploded there. What did we lose? I'm not sure what we just lost. Okay, let's have a look at enemy ships. I'm going to set Group 2 to padlock. I'm going to set Group 3 to padlock. That's going to force them to point towards their targets. You are currently firing at the Swift Storm, and you're currently firing at the Polar Dawn. Neither of them have taken damage yet. Okay. If we have a look at the battleship, what has it got in range right now? None of its primary targets are in range. I'm gonna leave it doing. Yeah, I don't think the PD missiles are very good. I guess the main hope for the PD missiles is they just kind of distract the enemy. Okay. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit. It's a little bit frantic. Okay. We still have lots of heavy fire coming in. The yellow dots are PD missiles, so don't worry about them. How are we doing on damage? We've got a little bit of damage on one of the Hoplons, a little bit of damage on one of the gunships. Battle stations are in bad way. Group 2 are doing some damage to Polar Dawn. Group 3 are doing some damage to Swift Storm, but they haven't taken it out yet. They're still on the edge of our engagement envelope, really. Let's make sure Group 4 are continuing to accelerate. I lost a gunship. Okay. It must have taken torpedo fire. I'm waiting. There's going to be more torpedoes coming in soon from these ships here. This is the big scary ships. Everything else is really not that much of a problem. We're going to lose another gunship, but that's fine. The gunships are doing their job. Polar Dawn is pretty much wrecked. Let's move on to a new target. We're already firing at Luminous River is our new target. What does this button do is dead. Oh, I think they found out what that button did. Okay. That ship was only like a week old. We got a lot. This ship here is a problem. The Core Dark Star. I'm going to get the Astartes because it's outside of its PD bubble. Where are my Astartes class? The Ship Liberator. I want you to fire a salvo at this target. And I want the Expendable to fire a salvo at this target. The Core Dark Star needs to die. Okay, I'm going to take the main guns of the battle cruisers off defensive. It's going to take me a couple seconds to click through them all to do that. Bind of Heaven is going to go down. We're going to lose one of our battle cruisers soon. The music's doing a pretty good job. Okay. They're now no longer going to attempt to shoot down incoming fire with those weapons. The Luminous River is in bad way, so I'm going to move on to a new target for Group 2. They're doing a good job, Group 2. That is the Glittering Flower, so take care of that. How's Group 1's target doing? Sorry, Group 2. Group 3's target. The Swift Storm still needs to take more fire. There's our torpedoes. Gunship's taking a lot of railgun fire for us right now, which is actually really big of it. Okay, Glittering Flower is pretty much wrecked, so let's move on to a new target. Let's hit the Glittering Sky. Group 3's target, the Swift Storm, still isn't really damaged. That's this ship here. Yeah, the gunships are doing a great job of just taking fire for us. I'm going to hope that these torpedoes do something. There goes another one of our gunships. We're getting into range of their bigger ships now. We're going to lose one of our battle cruisers pretty soon. Keep accelerating. Okay, torpedoes are coming in on this target. I don't think this has any PD at all. If I remember from last time, it has no point defense. So all these torpedoes are going to hit. Okay, that's huge. The Core Dark Star, that was one of the most dangerous ships in their fleet. So we just traded, well, I'm quite happy to trade what we traded for the Core Dark Star. That thing was absolutely loaded with mag cannons, as you can see from the rate of fire that it had. Taking that out right now, I'm really, really happy with that. Okay, Group 2, Glittering Flower is pretty wrecked. Can you switch to the Avenging Tide? Group 3, your target, the Swift Storm, it's still combat capable. Please sum it up. What do you mean by sum it up? Can you switch to the Evening Showers, please? We've got big coal cannon fire coming in from the group at the back. I'm going to actually do something I've never done before. No, I'm not going to. I'm tempted to fire salvos at all of these ships just to, like, so we don't have to worry about chasing them. I think I'm going to do that, especially the Ship Liberator is about to die. So can you just fire a salvo at the Black Whirlwind, please? Are there any PD missiles left? No. Might be time to shoot all tops. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Toasted. I'm actually going to just order... Why are you on defensive? Oh, you're on thingy. Okay. So you've lost everything but this launcher. Just launch everything you've got at the Blind Justice. You launch... You're launch everything you've got at the Blind Justice. Yeah. We've done some good... We've taken out one of the biggest threats on the battlefield, but we're still in a lot of danger. We haven't really engaged their main fleet yet. What we're fighting right now is their skirmishers, is what our current engagement is with. I'm trying to do as much damage to them as they pass by us. And like, these are escorts that we're hitting. Okay, Glittering Flower is no longer combat capable. Let's hit Glittering Sky, please. Group 3, who are you firing at? Group 3 is firing at Evening Showers. There goes another one of our escorts. It is indeed a fire everything moment. That's a okay. We've taken out that escort. That was Group 2's target, I believe. No, Group 2 is still firing the glittering flower, but the glittering flower has been wrecked. I wonder if you to fire at the glittering sky. Why can't you not fire at the glittering sky? Is it because the first ship in the group is wrecked? If I select these three, okay, they have switched targets. It's just the first ship in the group is too wrecked to change targets. I see this railgun fire. This is a big problem. All the torpedoes are being launched. Battleship, I want you to focus fire on the waxing moon. And I want you to accelerate a little bit. Where is the battleship? Battleship's in the middle of the formation. It's... I don't know if it can move and... I don't know if I can move the battleship. I think I just need to let the battleship continue to drift. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, mishaps. I'm losing the Gauss cannon battleships means I can't deal with this. I'm going to take these off defense mode as well, because they do a lot of damage. Group 4, your primary target is this, and I want you to padlock to it for what's left of you. There's like 2 ships left that are in the back row, causing us problems. Target Reapers, yeah. Look at the railgun fire. There goes one battle station. These are more torpedoes. I wasn't really ready for the second wave of torpedoes. There goes the other battle station. A blade of battle stations are dead. These are all torpedoes. There is 3 gunships left. 3 gunships left. They've taken a lot of damage. Okay, I need to stop shooting. I now need to switch to fleet targets. This is my biggest problem right now. The waxing moon. Oh, Compot, you've just missed the fight. We're going to lose... Yeah, we're going to start losing stuff to torpedoes now. But they're out of torpedoes in a second. Fleet target is the waxing moon. Right now. All of our torpedoes got shot down, by the way. Our gunships are pretty much dead, too. There goes another ship. Okay. Waxing Moon is starting to take some damage. It's actually stopped firing. So, Waxing Moon has stopped firing. Let's move on to the next scariest target, which is these ships here. It's probably the Rogue Moon is our next most serious target. Oh wait, did I click on the wrong target? It's not the Righteous Victory, it is the Rogue Moon I want everyone to shoot at. There's a group of ships here with lots of mag cannons, we need to take them out. And unfortunately, I just have to ignore the ship shooting me in the back. The Waxing Moon is almost dead. I think the gunships outperformed. For 22 days build time, they did a lot of work for us. We're still out of range. Actually, we're out of range on the Rogue Moon right now, so let's take out these ships. We're not doing any damage to the Rogue Moon, but we could do damage to these ships here, because we're in laser range. The lasers do more damage the closer they are. What is this? Soul Black 2. I want this. This is a great ship for them to be shooting at right now, because this is a point defense ship. Any fire on this thing at all, please. There we go. Hit the Faithful Wanderer. This thing is now just completely silent, whereas before it was just murdering people. If we can't win this, let's give me a moral victory all. That's very kind of you, Winterwolf. Okay. Not doing any damage to this thing yet. Our lasers cannot pierce its armor, and its point defense weapons are stopping our Gauss fire. And we're taking continual plasma fire from it. This is such a big problem. The amount of just heavy fire coming through. There goes another ship. We assume they are like us. Well, they're awful tentacle monsters that control people with pheromones. We know that. We've captured them. We've studied them. We've learned their language. That's all happened in this campaign. Not the most appropriate track, but it's kind of fitting for us all dying. Come on, let's get this thing. Doing no damage to it at all. Even all the lasers firing on it are doing nothing. Yeah, you can see that it's not taking any damage here. The lasers are not piercing its armor. And the railguns are starting to really take their toll on us. My only hope is that we do enough damage to this fleet that it can't take out our other stations, I guess. Still not doing anything to it, even with all the lasers. Nah, still haven't come through. It's 300 kilometers away. It's inside the envelope of our most damage. Oh, I used to have a massive kinetic energy fleet compot. They just got killed through attrition, and I haven't been able to rebuild them. Yeah, the fleet's almost dead. The fleet is almost dead. Rip, the incorporeal reservoir is actually still combat capable. I'm tempted to just like start flying it around a little bit. I would too. Yeah, they've enslaved other races. Like their ships are actually flown by a thrall race. Here comes this. I'm bringing my battleship to bear. It's accelerating out from the station. This is the last run of the incorporeal reservoir. It's making a push. Oh, we've finally done some damage to the Faithful Wanderer. Let's set the fleet target now to the Cosmic Ray. And anyone who's still able to on this channel, let's get intercepting. Go, we're taking fire on the side. I was hoping we could avoid taking fire by moving, but they're close enough now that they can just track our movement. This thing has no armor on its side at all. Oh, it just can't get any fire through their PD screen. Dodging the fire though. Let's set a new wild rotation. Okay, the Faithful Wanderer is actually taking a lot of damage. That's this ship here. Let's set a new fleet target to the Shining Dark Star, and I'm going to tell everybody who can to try and intercept the Shining Dark Star. Definitely a new fleet doctrine. Oh, there go the battle cruisers. Everyone else who's left is just going down. We still have more than enough PD to take us out, unfortunately. Yeah, these capital ships are definitely not working anymore. Now I want you to I want you to set your primary target to the Righteous Victory, and I want you to intercept it if you can. You're not going to be able to decelerate though. How close are we to nuclear fusion? I'm not certain. I'll need to check after the battle. We've done a lot of damage to the enemies. We haven't destroyed many of their ships, but we've damaged a lot of them, and I think we've exhausted their torpedo supplies. There goes one of our last battle cruisers. It's now just the Hoplon and the battle cruisers left. One battle cruiser. And the Incorporeal Reservoir, our last battleship. One of the greatest ships one of our old, like, Pegasus designs that actually has engines that can fly to places. Getting plasma to death right now. I don't think I can do anything about it. Yeah, it's dead in the water. It has no longer able to maneuver. This is over. The amount of coil, the amount of railguns these ships have, the firepower that they can output, it's unbeatable. That's the problem. We can't counter their PD. Okay, the worst has happened. Station has fallen. The enemy have taken low Earth orbit from Project Exodus. We're just not able to take on a fleet of this magnitude, you're correct. That was a punishment fleet. That fleet was here just to ruin us. Victor has docked with station and may now seize and destroy the station. Officers killed in combat. I wish I could name these officers after all of you. It has been an honor. The space forces of the aliens defeated Project Exodus in a battle at Station in medium Earth orbit. The aliens lost 3 ships. Project Exodus lost 19 ships. For some reason, my chats aren't going through on YouTube. I was wondering if you just ran with your last ships. I was actually trying to set that up, Scarlet. My ships don't have enough Delta V. They just don't have enough fuel. Now, one bonus, okay, the good side. We no longer are anywhere near our max mission control, and we now have a positive income on money because we just lost so many ships. The battle stations are terrible. They don't do anything. We'll meet again. Yes. Someday soon. Unfortunately, that I think We'll Meet Again is unfortunately copyright protected, and I get in enough trouble with these streams for climate change misinformation because I talk about how the climate of this Earth is changing due to the war that we're having, that I don't want to get hit anymore. Okay. Continue. So, that just happened. Now they're going to take everything else out. So keep an eye up here for the station being destroyed. They need to recover, and then they'll destroy the station.
Setting a watch.
We need to hold Mercury. We need to hold Venus. We need to hold Mars, okay? Sadvalin needs to be re-added as a Sad Tromoine. So, let's just have a quick look at our status elsewhere in the solar system, because Earth's in a bad way. On Mars, we have extensive mining coverage. We also have a station. We have Castle Marinara. Castle Marinara is an incomplete shipyard, okay? We started building this, we kind of abandoned it. It's currently sitting here with 2 battle stations and 3 spaceworks. So we should probably get this place upgraded as soon as possible. I'm thinking we go for 1 more spaceworks. And maybe 3 more battle stations in an attempt to get this place covered. We're obviously going to need to do something about the power as well. So we're going to need more fission reactor farms. I know battle stations are worthless, but the actual value of the battle station, like the numerical value, will discourage the aliens from coming for us. I'm just going to let the dog in. She just wants to come into the room. You can hear her barfing outside. Lie down in the blanket. That's fine too. But don't bark at me for not wrapping you up in the blanket because you're lagging. This dog, unless you wrap up, will only go to sleep if she's burritoed in a blanket. You think zero battle stations, and we just go all in on spaceworks. So we're just churning out like lots of ships. Well, look, let's try the strategy. Okay, so we've currently got 4 spaceworks. 5 spaceworks. Let's check the power situation. So where could... If I build another fission reactor farm, we're producing 2,000 power. We're consuming 1,870. These require 240, so I get another one. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to rethink our ships. Battle stations are so worthless, it's not even funny. They do nothing. Total available. So I'm going to need another space fusion reactor farm. Okay. So this is now fitted out. Is there any other... We've got an agriculture complex. That's fine. We've got a skunk works, and the rest is fission reactors and a nanofac. Okay, so that's Castle Marinara. That is currently under construction. It's defended, by the way, by 3 Sol Block 2 monitors. This station is basically undefended. Let's jump over to Mercury. Yeah, we're gonna basically do Vasimir turrets for a little while, I think. So the current situation in Venus, we have 2 stations in Venus orbit. They're not really doing anything right now. They're here for when we want to look at antimatter. We've got radioactive rocks for fun and profit. This station is... What is it even doing? It's got op centers. This was we needed this to help with our mission control a while ago. It's not really doing anything else. It's pretty much a wasted station, if I'm being completely honest. If you have phaser batteries and Mark III coal batteries. Well, yeah, we need to get there, though. The battle stations would work if the alien fleets are about a quarter of their current size as well. But with fleets we're currently facing, the battle stations can't defend. They cannot keep up with the amount of incoming fire. Never mind me. We also have another station here, which is the Fountain. Again, 2 Soulbot monitors. Venus fleet is terrible. If you think it will help battle station next patch, I think it will help a little bit, yeah, Gargole. At least give them something to do at range. This station also... No, this is the op station again. I want the Fountain, which is... Can I just look at these, please? Thank you. So the Fountain is our other station. This is a shipyard. Again, it's actually really old school. So we have 2 battle stations. We have a layer defense array. Also, we can see what weapons are on the battle stations. The battle stations have a 360 centimeter ultraviolet arc laser battery, heavy railgun battery Mark III, and a point defense arc laser turret. That's all they're running. This has 3 space works. Let's bump this up to 6. So that's 4, 5, 6. I'll upgrade the solar array here to a solar farm. That gets us to 160. So I need more solar farms. That gets us to 207. So 1 more solar farm will totally cover it. But it's a bad battleship that's trying to do everything at once. Yes. Maybe with better technology, but at our current technology level, the battle stations aren't really doing anything. So this is now upgrading to a 6 shipyard. Let's have a quick look at Mercury. Mercury actually has a fleet, because Mercury's had to fight off one of these Doom fleets before, and they actually won. So that's the where's Mercury fleet? Right, I forgot I forgot that our Earth fleet got destroyed, and I thought this was Earth. Yes, Badass Brigade is our Mercury fleet. It is an actual, very powerful fleet with no Delta V. So we've got a whole ton of battleships here. We've got battle cruisers, and all of these ships are Pegasus drive ships. So they actually have speed. This is a nasty fleet. This fleet has proven itself capable. It can fight the aliens. The only problem is at the moment, it's running low on fuel. But it's going to cost all of the water we have right now to refuel it, and it's quite happy. I'm quite happy just to sit in orbit of the Fountain for now. The Fountain also has 4 battle stations, so we can try the 4 battle station theory. Let's have a quick check at research as well. So we are currently researching manufacturing complexes, rapid fissile enrichment, and ships of the line. Exactly. It chugs water to the point the entire sources of money. I cannot feel it. That is correct. We currently are also researching antimatter mass production and ultracaps, which will bring us closer to ultracaps are required as a prerequisite for phasers. Okay, all we can do now is just see what the aliens do in Earth orbit, and if they start taking out our stuff, there's nothing I can do to stop them at this point. We're waiting for the announcement, so they still haven't destroyed the station yet. Something is happening. Okay. So, remember those ships we laid down? One of them has just been built, and it is now ready to fight the alien fleet. So this little champion going to come out at full speed ahead. We have literally sent we have literally sent a Space T-34 out of the factory door to fight during the siege of the station. What that has done is it has reset the siege. I'm going to set their primary target to, I don't know, the cosmic ray, see if they can take it out. Full speed ahead. Glory to you and your tiny little gun. We'll have to speed this up. This is where Kerfer has gone. Yes, rare comment. Apparently the Kerfer should be showing up on my radar in-game, so I'm going to have to look for that in my next video. Oh, the plasma. Oh, the plasma's just going to destroy it. Can I give it evasive maneuver in order? Dock Cruise. There is an evasive maneuver. Order ship to perform defensive maneuver. Ship will attempt to dodge projectiles if possible. I don't think it's got the Delta V to do this, but we can try. Oh, it's just getting smashed. Oh, here comes the railguns. Boom. So that's how much damage you can take. A couple of shots. We played Space Invaders, yeah. Okay, that was bad. Construction of the desperation. It's docked at station awaiting orders. No, it's dead. That's gonna happen a couple more times. Oh yeah, basically the shipyard is pumping out ships like the second they're built and just throwing them to the enemy. That reminds me, we should cancel the construction of all of those battle cruisers, just so that we don't get charged for them. Because it eats the cost the second they get built. I don't think I can get the cost back for these if I cancel them. I do. I'm not gonna let them build. I'm just gonna take back the resources for them. Tokamaks are between zero pinch and hybrid, but cheaper on the research cost. It will be lacking in intercept. Electrocide for light non-combat ships also is the cheapest. Cool. That's really good information, Gargly. Thank you. Yeah, I thought the armor would be worth more too. Excuse me. We need to think of what our doctrine is going to be. I want to see what the aliens do after they destroy the station before I decide on doctrine changes. Okay. Station has been destroyed. This is the beginning of the end. Hang on, I want to hide chat for a second. This is the moment, right? This is the headline. The defense of Earth is over. Because none of the other factions are going to be able to step up and defend Earth. Earth is now ceded to the aliens in space. We held on for nearly 30 years. We managed to keep the aliens from taking control. And we suffered some really big setbacks on the way. We've lost Earth orbit twice in this campaign and managed to claw our way back. But this time we're not getting it back. We don't have the technology to fight them in orbit anymore. We need to go undercover as much as possible and come back with something strong. Be that either in orbit of Mars or when we meet them in combat in Jupiter. No, this isn't GG. This is just the start of the next chapter. How about a 2-slot nose lasers? Yeah, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. Nose lasers are the best. Nose lasers have better. So if we just... We're going to have to do some theory crafting here. So if we have a quick look, okay? Let me just grab a Lancer, a battlecruiser here, just so we can look at all the nose lasers. So the thing about nose lasers is they get much better armor penetration than... Maybe it's time to run away. I can't. As soon as I can, Amtep, we are running. I feel like we should lean to hyper optimization for our next fleet, either giant flying tank or hundreds of small nat ships with big guns. Probably going for the latter. I could get my agents off the planet, but we still need to hold the planet. This is the prequel to XCOM 2, yes. We still need to hold the planet. We've lost Earth orbit. We have not lost Earth. China will hold. Iran will hold. The Caliphate will hold. Kazakhstan will hold. Singapore might not hold. I'm not going to lie, we might lose Japan and the Republic of the Southern Cross, but China will hold. Yeah, exactly what Toasted Waffle says. Nose lasers here, armor effectiveness on the size 2. Armor effectiveness 31% at 600 kilometers. Compare that to the hull laser, the size 2 hull laser, 222%. Okay? Nose lasers are not terrible. We could build a fleet around the 480cm ultraviolet arc laser. We haven't even started phaser research yet, Hildebrand. We're waiting for ultra caps, which is a prerequisite. Have I got siege coils? Yes, I do have siege coils. But the aliens are fielding so much PD that anything that isn't a laser cannot hit them. The aliens are bringing in ships with just an insane amount of point defense. And I can't hurt them with coils until I get into their faces, which is when the siege coils aren't really that useful. We have tried, we have fielded siege coils in this campaign, and they really unfortunately have not had an effect. Gunline of nose laser PD destroyers. Okay. Alien fleet launches for low Earth. So 446 is heading for... 446 is one of the fleets we destroyed everything. That's probably the intercept. Plasma can't be intercepted. Okay. Yeah, they're coming to destroy all of my stations. So Thalassic Citadel is one of my new stations. No, it's not. Where is my... Hang on. Unselect fleet. Thalassic Citadel. Where's Thalassic Citadel? Here it is. Thalassic Citadel is one of my new research stations. So it's never got a chance to finish. All of our shipyards are idle right now, mishaps, because we haven't got new ships to build. Indeed, we will fight them on the landing grounds, we will fight them in the hills, we will fight them in the streets, we will never surrender, no matter what the cost. That is what's going to happen on Earth. We already have the greatest army on Earth in the Chinese army. It is the most advanced, the most, at this point, been fighting for the longest in human history, 40 odd years. Can you cancel module construction and refund them? I don't know. I can only decommission the module, which takes time. And we have to spend boost to evacuate the queue. Okay, let's build this ship. That's what we need to do right now. We need to fight back. The first thing I'm going to do, for the moment, is obsolete everything that we have. Just so that we're basically starting from scratch here. I also love to keep this because this is the history of the campaign. 100 Years War. It wasn't Invicta. Okay. Modern Warfare then. So I'm marking all of our current designs as obsolete. Because the Pegasus drives are done. We know the Desperation class isn't going to make it. We don't have space beaches or space hills to fight them on. Exactly. We can't do terrain warfare in space. So, ship designer. New ship. We're looking at... was it destroyers? Yeah, we're looking at destroyers, because the destroyer could mount this size 2 ultraviolet arc laser cannon. I don't have nuclear torpedoes, Kale, unfortunately. So we're doing for laser destroyers. Now, I've got 2 slots here. There's really 2 choices. We go for... I don't think mag weapons work. Their range isn't good enough. Hey, Lightning Dragon. We can't mount plasma on a destroyer. So it's either late missiles, lasers, or we fall back on old reliable. The gun that got us into space. Oh, I think the best speech to use here would be this speech. Hang on a second. This is the best speech to use for this situation. I'm just trying. I need to get it on my screen. No, I don't want to play it. Okay. Oh, is this not the "We will not go quietly into the night"? What's the "We will not"? We will not go. Oh, it's actually a poem. Okay, no, I thought Independence Day had the "We will not go quietly into the night," but maybe not. Anyway, 40mm for the smaller ships. Really? That's a poem. Yeah, it's a poem. Are we really using... So, here's the important thing I think about 40mm. Captain Kirahe's is a great speech. We will hold the line. Targeting range, 350 kilometers. He just said I made use of that poem too. PD laser, 300 kilometer range. But the PD lasers can quite effectively shoot down the incoming torpedoes. Screw it. Old reliable it is. It cannot provide fire support for adjacent ships. I think there is a mode where they'll only protect themselves. Weapon will fire at nearest threatening us or an ally. Weapon will fire at nearest potential threatening us or an ally. I don't want it to fire at... I wanted to just fire at something affecting us. I wish I could turn off that ally option. But yeah, so the gunline just okay, you're thinking 40mm is peak PD for defending itself. The gunline destroyers have PD lasers, and the Ford escort ships have 40mm. What's the range? The range on old reliable is 350 kilometers. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize chat was still off the screen. I apologize. Thank you, Salty. So old reliable has an effective targeting range of 350 kilometers. Lasers. So the PD laser has an effective targeting range of 300 kilometers. The 60 centimeter ultraviolet has an effective range of 600 kilometers. So we could mount 2 of those. And yes, they're not going to be doing a lot against enemy ships, but they would be our point defense. Bring back the black spot. I don't know what the better option would be. The arc laser or the 40mm. Like, I'm tossing up... Yeah, the 40mm is basically sending... But we haven't had a 40mm kill for about 15 years. That's the thing. I think the aliens have too much armor for 40mm to do anything these days. But then again, these lasers won't do anything either. Longer range PD. I think longer range PD would be better as well. The point defense arc laser turret has a really fast refire rate. The problem with Torps Toasted is they have so much PD. Unless we're absolutely like drowning them in torpedoes, it's just not going to work. You're thinking, okay, you're thinking of two different ships here in the Doctrine. So one lot has point defense lasers, one lot has 40mm. Why not just give them all the same weapon? Normal arcs might fire too slow for PD work. Yes, that's why I'm looking at the PD laser, not the arc laser. Also, can we... let's get rid of the green lasers. I don't think I need them to be showing up anymore. What's this? Yeah, we definitely need the infrared to show up. Okay, let's build the 40mm version first. Okay, it's all set to Guardian, which means it'll shoot at stuff on the way in, but we'll need to refactor it. For drive, see, you're talking about on the way in, but if these things are using Vasimir, they're going to be slow as hell. That's the big problem. Monitor missile torpedo spam. It's where we're maybe going to have to go. These have new room for 3 modules, which is quite nice. We will take the slush hydrogen tankers, which will give them a little bit of extra combat acceleration. We'll give them a repair bay. We will also give them a targeting computer Mark III. Its only job is to take fire. 5 engines because it looks cool. And then armor, which is all going to be adamantium. Max armor is on 120. We're going to go max armor on this thing because it's really cheap to build. We'll put 30 armor there. We'll put 40 armor in the rear. If I add... There's 10 kps of Delta V. Can this ship even move? Not with Vasimir, no. It has a combat acceleration of 1.2 milligs. 1.3 if I drop to 11 propellant tanks. Vasimir isn't 4 moving. This is basically a turret to defend a space station with. That's what we're designing here. You don't need that much Delta V. Yeah, you're right. There's no reason to go less than 8.3, 9.2. Like, there's no downside to taking this much apart from a small water cost. As long as I don't go over 9.2, then I've still got my 1.3 milligs. Just have single slot lasers. But the lasers just do no damage to anything. Like, the hull mounted lasers are so bad. The 60 centimeter ultraviolet arc laser battery is at 70%. Like, armor, it needs to be so close to do damage. But I kind of want to try it out rather than using the PD laser. They're all in Guardian mode right now. Okay. Let's give this ship design a name. What are we calling it? One of each. Yeah, let's do one of each. I like that. You need 4 grid laser spiral. Yeah, I know we do Lightning Dragon, but what we're exploring here is the fact that our doctrine so far has been to build really big ships. The problem is we can't build them fast enough, and the aliens are ruining us. We cannot replace our losses quickly enough. The last wall, I like it, went to Wolf. So this is a new attempt at a doctrine. Okay, so this is one of them. This is a defender. I'm going to say the design. what else do we need? Are we building a torpedo version as well? Are we doing a not Vipers? Are we doing a monitor? Are we doing a missile monitor like we used to do? Are we actually trying this again? You're thinking an escort. Oh, I see what you want to do. You want me to do this, and basically armor it up as much as possible. I mean, an escort is very cheap to build for missiles. This is the 40mm ship. What? So you want me to send this into combat? This is the bullet sponge. Yeah, it's Swarm Doctrine. Okay, so we're going Vazimir, Molten Core, Battery, Radiator. It gets 2 modules. So it gets a Repair Bay, which won't really do very much, and a Slush Hydrogen Tank, which can give it a bit more speed. Yeah. Armor struts are worth researching. I think we have them nearly done. And then we go armor, and we just slap on the adamantium, and we go as much as possible. I don't think this thing will last very long, but sure. Okay, so this is the ship. It costed nothing. It can't move though, because I haven't given it any engines yet. It actually has like a non-terrible combat acceleration. I want to give it a little bit of delta V so it can potentially maneuver. Maybe just 6.6 kps. Give me a name for this thing. What is this thing? Oh, and we're going to use the advanced design. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's cheaper. It might let your more expensive destroyers live a little longer. Yeah, we're going to try it out. This is the front line. Okay, just the front line. Now, are we building a missile monitor as well? So let's save the design. The little boy. I like the little boy too, but Mishap's got there first. So we're also looking at a monitor. The monitor is going to run 4 Hestia torpedoes. It is going to use the standard. You use full metal front armor against plasma. Oh, that's useful, salty. Little boy Fister missile ship, I think. We'll maybe use it for this one. Power plant is one of these. Battery is one of these. Radiators is one of these. Utility modules, we give it magazines. Armor, do I have foamed? I don't think I've got foamed armor. No, I don't. So I'll just use adamantium. We'll give this max armor as well, so it has as much chance as possible to actually fight back. Maybe it doesn't need that much armor at the back, actually. We'll put maybe 20 armor in the middle. This thing doesn't need a ton of speed, but I'd like to give it a bit of delta V. Okay, so we have the little boy class. No, it's not obsoleted. Needs a targeting computer? Yeah, you're probably right. It's never going to live long enough to fire all of these torpedoes as is. Okay. I'll check if it's obsoleted, Salty, but I don't think we ever researched it. Yeah, there's nothing obsoleted here. Okay. And I need to give this a name. It's a defender. Save design. Okay, that's the new fleet designed. Now we need to build it. So, in ship construction, we're going to start with Mars. We're going to build 6 of each, I think. So we're going to start with 6 last walls. They're super cheap. 1.2k on the Thistles isn't actually that cheap, but we can add 6 of these. Why can't I build them? Oh, it's Castle Marinara I want to build them on. So I've got those building. Then I want to build the front lines. So I'm going to build 3 of those. 3 to 2 to 1 for missile. Yeah, that's actually not bad. So we'll get 2 front lines and we'll get 1 missile. Alright, then we're going to go to Venus. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to build 3 last walls. I don't know why... Oh, this is currently unpowered. Okay, that's good to do that. 2 of these. No, 1 little boy. And 2 front lines. Okay, and then we're going to go to Mercury. And we're going to do the same thing. We should make sure we're doing this at Clark Dad's Oversight 2. That's why it's red. I wish we could get some nice shields, but no such thing in the game at the moment. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. Right, that's our first set. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna these. Remember that all of these stations are building more space works, so I'm gonna lay down more ships at those space works. I also don't want to spend all of our resources at once. And I also want to keep an eye on how this affects our mission control. So there's just a few things we need to keep an eye on here. The next thing that's about to happen is the aliens are going to start destroying our research capabilities. We have to watch this fight, unfortunately. I can auto-resolve it, but let's see how the battle stations do against the... They've gotten rid of all of the damaged ships from the fleet. Where is the battle station? There's one battle station here. I don't think it's going to do very much. Although they don't have any torpedoes anymore. What I'm trying to say is having just one class of ship with a nose laser and top makes fleet targeting so much simpler, and the aliens can't cripple our missiles. The nose lasers are the primary weapon, the missiles don't keep them busy. I don't mind the micromanagement, but I get what you're going at, Toasted Waffle. Just having one design makes like everything a lot simpler. We may also develop a ship like that has a background. Yeah. That's a good point. It is not a recurring cost. We have to watch this because this is the loss of a station. There's the plasma. Yeah. They're going to kill it with plasma, I think, before anything else gets in range. Oh no, they're now touching it with pink lasers. Oh, that's our pink laser, sorry. Behold the greatest defensive installation known to man. Here comes the... I've actually managed to shoot down the rails. Nope, the rails are hitting. And here come the rest of the rails. So much firepower. It's crazy how much firepower these fleets have. It's the game over. I don't think it did any damage at all. That music was very appropriate for that. It just happened. Tholastic Citadel was just destroyed. They're now bombarding Beijing. Amazing. Space defenses online in Dubai. So something good is happening. Our space defenses are coming online.
Things are cooling off.
The people will come to our side.
Okay. I was keeping an eye on them notices here. The buffing alien mags next patch. Great. They're building a lot of stuff at Alien Station Able, which is a new shipyard. They haven't destroyed any of my other stations yet, which is also fascinating. Fitting as window was the fall of Reach. No. American army moving towards Port Mosby. Pretty sure our army is repaired. Yeah, I think we can hold Port Mosby. We can fight off the 101 Airborne with our M1 Abrams versus their railgun tanks. It's all good. Let's not forget that China has the very exciting... oh, actually, that's a really good point. America have hit invasion age. They're at 6.1, we're at 6.4. They will be able to PD fire, so good luck hitting with mag weapons. Oh, great. They will be able to PD fire. Ugh. Okay, they're just going to keep bombarding China, which I don't really mind. Because they're not actually fighting in China right now, so that's fine. They're building a huge fleet. Okay, Victor 834. I think Victor 834 might be a carrier. Victor 834. 836 is here. I don't see 834. That's what's left of that fleet. Did I misread that message? I thought that was Alien Fleet 834 has arrived in Earth orbit. Oh, how good is Bastion? I thought there was an alien fleet. Oh, hey, what's a transport? What's a transport do? I've never seen a transport class ship. Okay, the ring core in one of our new stations is complete. Yay. And another one. Those are our other two side stations. And that's a new turn. Okay. Look, I'm not saying things are bleak, but things are pretty bleak right now. Let's do level ups on our counselors. Drops. It's not the same as a assault carrier though, which is what I'm used to seeing. Okay, you don't have a level up. You do have a level up. I want to get your command up because we need more. We need more of this. Surprisingly, nobody else has a level up except for you. Okay. The aliens usually use transport designated ships for early crash landings. Oh, they'll be putting another alien. Yeah, they're putting another alien agent on Earth after we killed the last one. Okay, agents for the turn. Public opinion in China is down to 59%. What the hell? They do bring the alien out, you're right. We need to do something about that.
I will tell our story.
How the hell did it jump to
Standing by for
50%?
I'm here. Making our case.
Everyone who can do public opinion,
Reporting in.
get to China
What's the op?
and start singing our praises. Oh, I can't afford for you to do that, though. You're terrible at it.
At your service.
Okay, only you two can do it.
Acknowledged.
Jeb, who is messing around with us? It looks like there's some servant agents
Please,
here.
keep me safe.
Right. She's our new person. Untouchable, damn it. She's a martyr as well, so I can't kill her. A metal rain is bad for morale, yes. Look, I'm trying really hard. Oh, that's something we probably want to do is just go all out on space defenses for a little while. Do we want to just 100% tilt to space defenses until they're built? And cancel everything else? Or just reduce everything else to 1? What's the investment for space defenses? It's money, influence, and ops. Well, we don't have any money, so I can't do that. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to just go all in on space defenses until they're built? Okay, let's make a template that is just... Yeah. So this is all this template does, is it's just a space defense. I'm not going to invest into anything else until it's done, which is a little bit scary. You would leave economy? Okay. We'll leave economy at 3. I'll leave the economy where it is for everything, but we'll just do that for every state we come across. So, Central Asian Union. Actually, let's just edit this one. And I'll just leave 3 in economy. I just realized I can do this. Click out. Why can't I save this one? Space defense 2. There we go. Click save, then apply globally. Now every one of my nation states has that applied. Okay. We need to do the rest of our jobs here. So Jeb, look at all this crap. This is a turned agent, so I don't want to take him out. I don't know what Humanity First are doing here. There's nobody interesting showing up unknown, is there? Yeah, find out who this person
Surveilling
is.
target.
Yoma,
Your orders?
there's still nothing for you to steal from any faction or to mess around with their tech, is there? Can't hit Europe Ascendant. I mean, you could hit Administration Tower, I guess, for the servants. Why don't you do that?
Breaching lab security.
And Python.
Acknowledged.
There's nobody over here, which is wild. Let's have a look at what's going on over here.
Initiating recon.
China can still destroy the environment, by the way. Not that it matters too much anymore since your goal is to leave. Yes, I wasn't really caring too much about the environment. We honestly spent way too long being Earth police and keeping the alien administration under control. I spent way too long getting into that role, considering I am going to be leaving Earth, that I'm quite happy to kind of just abandon it at this point. They haven't set out to destroy another one of our stations yet, which is interesting. They're building so many ships at the moment. Look at this.
Initiating
This is
surveillance.
all alien ships being built. It's actually crazy how fast they can pump them out.
The security's too tight.
Sabotage project failure.
I have new information.
Okay, they're bombarding Port Moresby now.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Space Resort just got built. I'm just watching more and more alien fleets get built. What is this Able place? United Kingdom and control the can declare war on the Sudan. Or on Sudan, I should say. Oh, my chair just did a massive creak. Space defenses online in Beijing. Okay, so we've got our first space defense online in China, which would have been great a turn ago. Oh, I just realized something. Singapore already has space defenses built, so it doesn't need this this priority template. So we should probably look at what it does need. It needs some knowledge. The economy is really strong. It has very low inequality. That's from welfare. Yeah. Sustainability is going down. Cohesion is monolithic. What else do they need? Boost spoils funding, oppression, unity, government, knowledge, environment. That's probably all they need. It's just some welfare and some knowledge. We could even maybe just go one into welfare. Yeah, we'll leave that for the moment. We'll see how it develops. My counselors are ancient. They're all about to start dying. I'm very aware of that. I also haven't even managed to get them the final round of
Every
upgrades.
conflict throughout history stemmed from man's anger, fear, greed, or jealousy. Yes, it is the fount of love and faith and art, but perhaps, just perhaps, we are wrong to place the human heart upon such a pedestal. Director Khalid al-Ashqar.
This is interesting. The servants have selected Titanic spacecraft as a new direction for global research, which is Titans, I think. I think that's the only thing it unlocks. But we need Titanic spacecraft ourselves to get our end game goal. So this is a research we need to complete anyway, so they picked it for us. This also unlocks the Energy Institute, the Foundry, the Social Science Institute, Devolved Space Command, Transnational Management, and Algorithm Economic Management. And the economic priority increases per capita GDP by 2%. So that's some interesting stuff that's come out of that. New turn. They're bombarding Port Moresby again. Sea was probably one of the best places to produce boost because it's positioned on the equator. Yeah, I think we're a bit past really needing a lot of boost at this point in the campaign, so I'm not too concerned there. Curiously, Titans are useless for the servants. I don't think they've got ships or other resources to build any. Yeah, I don't think any of the factions really have well, there's space in orbit now. I think we might... I'm not sure what's going on with the aliens in orbit. They haven't destroyed any more of our stations. They knocked out one of my under construction stations and then they've just stopped. Which I wasn't expecting. I really wasn't expecting that. Okay, public opinion in China is still really low. So we're going to spend another turn just boosting that with human. Oh, everyone's defended, right? Yeah, everyone's defended. So you're going to public opinion.
We must persuade the people.
And you're going to
Your
public
orders?
opinion.
Reporting in.
The aliens are out of Divi. I
We
don't
must
think.
persuade the
I
people.
don't think they are. They had millions of Delta V. No, all of their fleets, all of their good fleets have tons of Delta V. What they've done is so I think 836 is the damage ships. They've split them off into two new fleets. I don't know where that other fleet's gone, actually. How old is Human? Human is one of my oldest agents.
Acknowledged.
She is 65 years old. Human is 65. Jebediah is 57. Blonde is 69. Nice. Yumamo is 57. Groucho Marx is 72 years old. And Hard Python is... That's why I was leaving the battle stations on the stations, because the combat power helps. Even though it doesn't actually do anything, the aliens overvalue it. And he's 57. So yeah, we're gonna lose Groucho first. Groucho's gonna go soon. they are looking a bit older. Like, if you look at Yoma, Yoma's looking old. She's gone all wrinkly and her hair's turning grey. Yeah, she doesn't look a day over 40. Anyway, what are we doing? Just keep investigating people, I think. Let's just get as many people on my board as I can.
We'll see what they're up to.
Yoma, you failed the sabotage last turn, so let's try again. Just make sure you're targeting someone in... Oh, the servants have all gone to ground except for this person.
I'm going in.
And then Hard Python.
Where do you need me?
You don't really have great jobs right now. Let's see what's going on in Pakistan.
On Overwatch.
Alright, let's confirm assignments.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, I
Surveilling
think something's
target
happened. I think the alien fleet has left. Oh, we lost the protectorate agent that we turned. That's frustrating. We'll have to turn a new one. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a really big problem. Victor 705. $15 ships. 1 dreadnought, 2 battleships, 1 battle cruiser, 4 cruisers. The dreadnought has a combat value of 812, and those scattered neutrino class cruisers are the ones that absolutely like pump out the railgun fire. So currently in Venus, our ship construction situation is we have some stuff coming in 23 days, and that's all we're really going to be able to get pump out. Yeah, that's probably what's happened, Winter Wolf. I'm happy to leave that running, but Venus is... We're probably going to lose Venus. As long as we hold Mercury and Mars, I think we're okay.
Surveillance complete.
They won't know what hits them.
Oh, we missed out on that other technology that we wanted to get rid of. That sucks. But they got their iron batteries. We have identified... Oh, there's nothing we can do about this debris, so we're just going to add it into our science thing and gain 50 science. Yeah, Venus has nothing. It's not catastrophic. I don't even think we've got any HABs on Venus. Yeah, we're not even mining on Venus. We've got 2 stations in orbit that are just there because they exist.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
We've moved the needle.
Excuse me, I'm yawning all the time. I'm getting close to the end of... Yeah. We've got space defenses in Tokyo now. Alien fleet power should be taken with a conclusive assault. Yeah, I know. I know what the Delta V gets thrown into. You cannot land on... Yes. Fortunately, we need to put a new government in Sudan. Okay, they won that war already. That's more solar farms. And they're bombarding again in Port Moresby. Yes, I know they get inflated with Delta V. It is annoying as hell. Low Earth orbit cleanup will allow a modest campaign, which will get us a public opinion proof and reduce it. It's going to cost us 2.5k though, but we're on positive income now. Construction of the Little Boy class monitor, Little Boy, and Mercury orbit has been completed. The ship in Fleet 185. Okay, our first Little Boy has been built. I don't know why it got built first. Let's name it. Great name. This is the frontal assault. Weird that it got built first. Arctic Ocean is without ice for the first time in human history. Okay. Let's do one more go around, I think. So, public opinion situation. All of our nations are defended. China is down to still at 71%, so I think one more turn of public opinion bombing in China will fix all of the negative press we got from them being bombarded. 8 a.m. morning coffee. 8 a.m. mocha coffee, nice. I'm looking forward to my tasty bed very soon. I'm definitely feeling the tiredness of the day hitting me.
Ready to go.
Spent all day trying to build
Where do you need me?
an integration runbook, which did not go very well. So then I've had to come and run a war, which I've enjoyed immensely because I always enjoy running my
I
war.
will tell our story.
Okay, Jeb.
Ready for my mission.
Who else can
At
you
your service.
investigate for me? We're looking for an easy to turn protectorate
Investigating
agent.
target.
Young
Where do you
Maw.
need me?
I'm just going to get to surveil down here.
Surveilling targets
And
area.
Hard Python, I'm going to get to surveil
I'm
up
here.
here. Doesn't really matter right now. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed after this turn, I think. I'm getting very tired.
Initiating
But I don't want to end
surveillance.
the stream early if I can avoid it.
Offering counsel.
Eyes up.
Space defenses in Delhi, that's good. So that deep investment is really helping out. Transactional management increases our control point management capacity by 120. Holy crap, that's massive. We've got our first last wall class destroyer is being built. That's Venus. So we do actually have some ships, and Mercury, and Mercury, and Mercury, and Mars, and Mars, and Mars. Okay, I'm going to make a call. We're going to name all of those in the next stream, because I'm really tired. I want to just get through this turn. So all of those ships will get named for the next stream. Social Science Institute, excellent. I want to pick that up, so that's another's favorite.
We've got some intel on our target.
Space defenses in Guangzhou. So China's really rolling out the space defenses quite quickly.
The people will come to our side.
The people will come to our side.
They're probably all going to die, yeah. We'll give them a try. United Kingdom has declared war on the Republic of Congo. The Academy are just doing so much regime changing. Okay, that fleet has arrived in Venus orbit. And they're going for Judgment Day. Now, Judgment Day is not the shipyard. The shipyard... Hang on. Click, click, click. Click, 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 click. So the shipyard is the fountain. But they're heading for Judgment Day. Judgment Day is the fleet, isn't it? Yeah, Judgment Day is the fleet. Okay. This is all that we have in Judgment Day. Now, I believe that it is only fair for this last wall to be named before it goes into combat, because it is going to die, but it needs a name. So I'm going to name it. It is the Vengeful Iron. And we can give it a try, but I don't think it's going to do very much. We're going to add it to Judgment Day. And we've got Echo 187 here as well, which is a last wall class. So let's name it 2. These ships do get named because they're about to die. This ship is called To Make Mistakes is to Learn, which really does sum up this current situation, doesn't it? And we'll join that into Judgment Day as well. So if we have a look now at fleets, yeah, we don't have any others in Mercury orbit. But that just leaves me just a couple of ships we can try things out with in the last walls. Okay, they're here. It's a big fleet. We're going to engage. We're going to start the battle. This is how we're going to end the stream. With a big fight. We're gonna go at max velocity straight into the aliens. The Soulblock 2s won't be able to do anything, but I'll put them on the outside. This will not go well. No, it will not go well. But we'll go out screaming as we go out. Okay, you two are in a group together. And I want you... Jeez, look how many ships there are. I want you to... Well, for now, we're just going to move forward. I want to put you both on defensive maneuvers. Good. I'll put you all on defensive maneuvers, actually. Oh, we got some... This is Homeworld, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, what a song for this final battle. Turn up the volume. Come on. Did you hear the railguns firing there? Look at this. Look at this down here. We just got built, sir. I know, it is a great day to die. I want to see this in live feed. These are torpedoes. Well, that's doing something. At least the point defense is working. The recharge time seems low. They're on an intercept course, but yeah, I will padlock them. Ooh, the Adelaide just got smashed. to make mistakes. Are they torpedoes? Yeah, they are torpedoes. Here come the rails. Coming from this ship here, the Rogue Moon. Vengeful Iron is taking hits. Oh my god, Shijuk's Vengeance is here. Oh, there goes that. One railgun round killed it. One railgun round got through and killed it. And there goes Shijuk's Vengeance. Bring Shijuk to bear. Boom. The last stand of Venus is over. Well, Venus actually has its 3 defense stations because it has a layer defense array and 2 battle stations. They still need to fight, hilariously. Also, where are these green shots coming from? Why are they coming from the center of the ring core? Why is the ring core firing and not the actual defense stations? That's really weird. Alright, so armor is useless. It's probably just the breed of armor that we have is useless. That shot hit. Yeah, look. Glittering Sky's getting killed by the defense stations are actually killing a ship. No, we've got the best non-exotic armor in the game, which is adamantium. Barcelona. Station's making a good account of itself. It's got a kill. Are we gonna hit? No, we're gonna miss. There goes the layer defense array. Getting into laser range now. There's more plasma. Oh, the Diamond Stormers took a massive hit from rails. These ones here. The station did get a kill. The station's almost got a second kill and a third kill. Yes. Oh, they're hitting with rails now. The rail vomiting ships have gotten into range. Not for much longer. It's about to go down. There goes one of the defense stations, and there goes the other. And the station is now dead. GG. We got one ship, which is pretty cool. Making more money now as well. That's something, I guess. Alien forces have destroyed the fountain. We don't believe anyone has survived. Alien fleet launches for radioactive rocks. There's nothing I can do about that. Not right now, yeah. We can skip that for now. This will do for the end of the stream. The last fight of the stream. We have to watch this as well. Not really, Miraz. Basically, the main mechanic is you can not go to total war with the aliens, and they'll eventually stop hurting you. But we've been at total war with the aliens for a while now, and they won't let up once you go to total war with them. If you're not at total war, they'll basically slap you back down the gravity well, and then leave you alone. Look how much damage is taken already from those lasers. Why can't they have like multiple railguns? Give it 2 railgun. Give each battle station 2 railgun turrets. It's a tier 3 module. It's literally the best defensive module you can build. It just doesn't feel like it's got anywhere near enough firepower. There goes one of them. Just plasmid and laser to death. And their PD is fine. And here comes the railgun rounds. Show the mag rounds from the alien mag cannons. Hit, 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 boom. And then they'll switch targets. The laser hits. So Gurgly, there's no longer a hate meter. And the devs nerfed that strategy. And we no longer use the hate meter because we're at total war with the aliens. So no matter what, like, they can just keep destroying stations, they'll never stop hating. They're just pure haters at this point. Alien forces destroyed reactive rocks for fun and profit. And that's the end of the turn. Okay. Things are bleak. It is definitely the twilight of the campaign right now. The darkest, but things are darkest before the dawn. And we're not over it yet. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of the next chapter. We're going to have to switch from a frontal war to a guerrilla war. Something I want to check. I probably shouldn't check this. But alien strength across the whole system. They have 215 ships. That's how many ships they have. Their biggest fleet has 25 ships in it. That is their biggest fleet right now. Wow. Okay, I'm glad I checked that. All right, everybody. I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you so much for coming in and tuning in and watching today. It's definitely been one of those ones where things are not going great, but we're not over yet. And I'm hoping that we can prove that you shouldn't give up in situations like this and you should keep fighting. I'm going to get to sleep. I have the next 2 Inkshade videos recorded, but I was having issues with DaVinci crashing at the end of the recording, but I'm going to try and get the first one out tomorrow after basketball. My game is at 9:15 p.m., which just sucks. But anyway, that's enough complaining. I will be playing Clair Obscura on Thursday at the same time slot, and then we'll be starting something new on Sunday as well. For now, though, I'm going to head to bed. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful morning, noon, and night, and I will see you in the next stream. Don't forget how fantastic and amazing you are, and how much I appreciate you for tuning in and chatting away. It really means a lot to me. All right, I'll stop talking. I'll see you later. Thanks again, folks. Ciao for now.